There you go, man. So, yeah. So, where's Ed at? Did he
I'm
get
right here.
off?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, that's what Predward was
He's just in
using
the back
Aaron's
listening to his
picture
bullshit.
when he's in the
Yep.
studio and shit like that. Fucking
Who
coward.
wasn't
Yeah,
chat?
he used that
What's
picture
up,
like
chat?
2 nights in a
Sorry
row.
if I missed you.
I remember that.
What's going on here? Anything good going on in chat?
The usual.
I've lost track, okay.
Nothing nefarious or anything, it doesn't look like.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah,
Weird.
that's pretty calm.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we got Jonathan in here. We got Dingo. Dingo, where you been? I haven't been on much. I don't know if you've been on or not.
I've been on here and there. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm really about to say the same thing.
I just have not been watching, bro. I just can't. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to add, you know, bro. Like, I mean, every time I go in chat, it just goes sideways, and I'm like, I don't want to do that to people, and
Right.
yeah, I'm good.
You gotta be willing to drag somebody, man. You know.
And I'm just not, dude. I'm good. I got shit to do.
Nah, bro, you ain't got to worry about all that bullshit, man. Also, it was just like you were drunk when you were saying the thing about like sharing everything, but also out. I mean, I
That was a lie. That was a
my
lie.
thing at the beginning. It's like, were you sober when you were saying that shit to Mommy Ivy, making her think that you were connected to all these celebrities? It's just like it all looks really bad.
I'm going to address all of
What
that.
I just came up.
Yeah, I'm going to address all that in my live with people actually up there to verify some things. I don't want to give too much away. I want to give a little bit just to prove that.
Well,
yeah.
Jeff, you promised me that night you would just send me a screenshot of those people saying they were watching her, and I still haven't received nothing.
It was a lie. I'm just being honest with you. I wanted to save a lot of it for my live, but there were some things I said that were complete lies, and I apologize. I look back and I cringe at myself. I honestly don't want to deal with drama because I'm still kind of recovering. That's why I haven't been going live lately. I just came up to kind of chill just for a little bit, but I just want everybody to know that I look back, and then when I was being questioned about it, I didn't know how to answer it, so I just continued with it, ran around in circles, and I realized how stupid I was. I'm just being honest.
No, I mean, but what I'm kind of getting at is it seems like a problem that existed beyond any kind of alcohol problem. I mean, I think it enhanced it, but I don't think it.
Okay, I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to address.
I will do a complete Q&A, and I'll answer completely.
Bus driver, maybe, I don't know. You know, the autism, you never know what's going on.
Right.
So I ended up driving him in after the first couple months every day, and I would always show up 10 minutes late to miss all the cars. And I would just knock on the door and get somebody to come get him.
Oh yeah, I used to do that shit too.
Because if I showed up early, you'd have to park a mile away, walk up there, and wait for everybody. I'm like, fuck that, I'll just show up 10 minutes later.
And if you got 3 different kids from 3 different schools that are in a row, because they do them differently, I know different states, but they usually have them pretty close together. You have to do it with all 3, and they all have to be there at the same damn time. It's how are you supposed to do that?
Well, my daughter, she's right behind my house, so she can walk over there, and she's old enough to do that,
Yeah.
But Cam is the one I really have to worry about dealing with in the morning. She can do her own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But last year, I remember, and I'm sure they hated it, but I would just bang on the door because his room was the very first door. I just knock, and somebody would come. Sometimes I knock on the window to the classroom to get him to come out. But he was still on time. He was just later than all the,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
all the other kids. I was
I could usually get there right at the right time to where the door wasn't locked yet. They hadn't quite locked it.
No, they got a card pass that you have to get in, so you have to have somebody come open it.
Oh, really? They don't here. It's probably why they lost my kid a couple times. I don't know.
Yeah.
They actually tried to give me the wrong kid one time. Because there was another kid with the same exact name. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that ain't my kid.
That's scary.
Yeah. That's when I started homeschooling when my kid got lost. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't homeschool. I needed that break during the day. I need those few hours.
My kid's almost grown though, so
Yeah.
no.
I know. My daughter, she's in junior high now, and I'm like, my son's in pre-K still. And like, I never thought I would have another kid, but I did. And I'm like, man, I'm starting all over.
He was almost there.
I love him anyway, but it's like,
Yeah.
I should have stuck to that one kid rule.
Right. Yeah.
Boys are so different.
They are. I feel like girls are harder though.
No, my daughter was like so.
Did you have one or two girls?
Just my one daughter.
Oh.
She's in junior high now, and my son is in
I
pre-K.
had two, and oh man.
Yeah, they're so different. My son didn't talk till he was like almost 4,
Yeah.
and he has autism, and so it's very different with him.
Right.
Everything's particular and different in how he does things, and it's just a learning experience.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that with my daughter. It was just like normal
Right.
shit, you know.
Right.
So it's cool. It's whatever. It's interesting. Keeps it interesting, I guess.
Oh yeah, my friend at work, her kids have lead poisoning. So the house they had rented, they're in their army, so they move around a lot, and they had rented a house that they got lead poisoning. Because when they were little, they would crawl around and they didn't know it was lead.
So what is that like?
So over the past like 4 years, they went from like the youngest, the boy, he was nonverbal, but he tries, you know, but now he can actually say words. Like I ask him what his favorite color is and he'll tell me red or blue. Like we just talked to him. Like she would catch him during the day at work. She would go to lunch and she would come back and he would be sitting there listening to us in a Zoom room and like listening. God knows what he heard, but nobody knew because it was muted. So we couldn't hear him. So he would be sitting there listening and he picking up words. He says cuss words sometimes, but he does talk a little bit.
Mine says, "Oh shit." That's fine. That's because of me.
But it's crazy because they're going through like this whole legal matter with it too, and it's like they'll be doing this legal matter until the kids are 18.
So is it like causes like developmental delays?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's insane, really, what it does. I never really thought about it, you know. Then I started to go after I learned about all this with them. Like I said, I've known them 4 years. I went and bought lead testing kits and stuff for my house just to make sure. I was like, that's insane because it could take a while for it to affect them as well.
I actually think when I moved, I've been in my apartment. I moved in here 4 days before my son was born, and I think I signed a paper when I moved in here saying there's a possibility there could be lead because they paint over everything, you know.
Oh.
I don't think I did that at the last apartment, but there probably was lead in the last apartment. But these people are like way more on top of shit legally.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll have you sign that paper saying that they tested for lead because like she signed a paper saying they tested for it and there was no lead present, and in reality there was.
Mine didn't say there was. It just said, you know, these are old buildings. There's a possibility it could be because obviously they didn't strip down the entire drywall and start over over the years, but they do paint every time. Like I know they painted before I moved in. I had brand new carpet, and I don't think that's what causes issues. But they say autism is genetic, which I never knew, but that's what the doctors told me.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it is with the lead poison. It's not quite autistic, but kind of. I guess a certain spectrum of it, right?
Probably similar features.
But I know that he's the girl, she is affected by it as well, but just not as much. She's just like very little.
Well, now that my son, once he started talking, he's like super fucking smart. And the major issues that I have is he has like no impulse control. The kid is just, and he has no like social awareness. Like when you're out, those are like the big issues I have. But he's not dumb by any means. It's shit. So, and I think people associate autism with dumb, and it's like, no, it's
not at all.
It's a social issue and a attitude issue, you know, in the way you
Right.
get emotional, an emotion issue.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I feel like everybody's somewhere on the spectrum, honestly, nowadays. So something definitely is going on, Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, anybody really could get diagnosed and probably be somewhere along the spectrum, but for kids, I mean, like, the easiest way is when they're really little, like, he didn't talk, you know, for so long. And it wasn't because he couldn't. I knew he could talk because he would sing sometimes, but he just wouldn't socialize. So that was, like, it was weird. But that was how I, like, started talking to doctors and, you know, getting him into, like, speech therapy and things like that. So. Tested for MTHFR. I don't know
What is that?
is.
Yeah, they thought that my kid had fluid on his brain after I had him, and so we went through like 6 months of going to the doctors like every other day, getting scans done and all this stuff, and they said it was fine. I was like, what? They're like, he's good now. Yeah. They were like, you just got a big brain. I'm like,
my son had
he's like a genius.
When he was little, like the front half of his head looked like he had almost looked like he had a fucking helmet on. It was his skull, like stuck out. It was so weird. And most of my kids were like bald as shit for like the first year. So he had the biggest fucking head. It was crazy.
They were the opposite. They got a ton of hair.
No, neither of my kids had hair for like a whole year. My daughter was bald till she was over a year old. Yeah, she has nice thick hair now, though. I was like that too when I was a baby. I was bald till I was like a year old.
Oh, really?
I have like super thick hair now.
Yeah, I've always had thick hair. Always. And it's always long. Always long.
I had like super thick hair, and then once I got COVID, I had COVID like the first year that came out, and then like I had tons of hair that fell out. Like, so now my hair is like half of what it used to be. It's crazy. It's like weird.
Yeah, I'm the only one in my family that has thick hair and long hair. Everybody else is like really short, like bob cuts or whatever they are. And my hair is like down to my knees. I'm like, no, I'm not. We're not doing short hair. And their hair falls out a lot. Mine don't.
My daughter's got hair like down to her butt. It's like super long.
Yeah. I've made 1 or 2 wigs out of my hair in the past couple of years.
Oh wow! What do you do? What do you do with them?
Well, one I made for my mom, but then that bitch said she didn't want it, so I give it away. But
how do you make a wig?
I had a friend that can make them.
Oh, that's cool.
And the other one, I donated it when I got my haircut. Not to Locks of Love, though.
I heard there's like some weird shit with that Locks of Love. Like people said they sell it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sell it. They don't give it to children that need it or people that need it.
Wolfpack is here. Frogger, welcome.
What, Frogger?
Zippity, tell us what MTHFR means. Media Islanders here. I say, what? Driving to pick up my kids? What's Ed's channel called? Who the fuck is Ed?
I don't know. I call it the motherfucker gene. ADHD, autism disease. Wow. That's a fake Wolfpack, Terrence.
Is that really what it's called, motherfucker gene?
I don't know. I'm gonna say it is. Zippy said it. It's gotta be true.
She just said she calls it that, but I think it's just a for everything. Yeah, they like don't want to do a lot of blood work or any of that stuff. I've tried to have blood work done on and different things, and they're like, "Oh, he's fine," and I'm like,
Right.
"You guys fucking run tests with those."
Yeah. I noticed a lot of that. So too. Friday. Oh. I noticed it's like pulling teeth trying to get doctors to do what they're supposed to, but
we drag people here too, don't worry.
Oh yeah. We're gonna drag Cap's ass actually soon. Cap.
Joe responded from the other day when I was
It's okay, Cap, I told your ass earlier. We're fixing to drag you, fool.
It's like I get it. You gotta detach sometimes. But
Yeah, you've been detached for 3 months. Come on, it's your turn.
yeah.
What's up, Bruce? Gremlin, I'm sorry. We talked too much. Sorry. You couldn't even get a word in.
Oh, no worries. Never mind.
Sorry.
Gremlin sits in the corner. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he was playing his guitar last night. I heard it.
I know.
Oh, you did? Damn. I
Yeah.
can. My fingernails are short now. I got them short, so I can't really play.
Mine are long.
Yeah, you're perfect then.
Yeah, but I can't play.
Picking.
I saw when Ed was restreaming that shit with Jen Aid and whatever was going on there, that fucking weird shit. Ed was restreaming it. Dan Dingo wrote in Ed's chat, fuck what did it say? I can go back and see it now. He said, is LB a catcher or a groupie?
Huh?
What does that mean?
You're a chat catcher, duh. The fuck? We play like Gabby's rules here.
Groupie? Where the fuck did that even come from? He's like,
Dude, people are wild. I don't even know.
I can't with that dude.
Gremlin plays, Sammy said.
Yeah, I can play right now. Next to my guitar.
She said, no excuses.
Where's your guitar? We know you're home.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm a groupie apparently.
It's somewhere. Not today. Not tonight.
Not tonight. Okay.
Why not? Are your parents sleeping?
No. Oh, that's not just because I play guitar pretty late at midnight.
You was playing guitar last night late?
Yeah.
You was getting it, huh?
Tommy Boy and LB are my favorite catchers. Thank you, Donald.
They're my favorite catchers too. And Sammy and Roots. Roots, let me tell you guys what. Okay, Laura, I'm sorry. I have to say this. Poor Laura's been grifting for Roots, right? Trying to get him a new radiator for his Bronco so he can go to Canada. This bitch messages me and says, I kid you not. Let me go read it to you guys. Hold on. I was fucking dying. Sorry, Laura. So sorry. She says, oh, good Lord. Finally got a $5 donation from 3 days of grifting. I think it helped when I asked him to help get Roots to Canada so he could put a baby in me. Clock's ticking. And then blank came through.
Laura's thirsty.
I was like, damn it, Laura. She's telling everybody everything. We're getting married. We need to get Roots to Canada. I was like, what the fuck? Everybody in chat was trying to talk him out of Canada.
Don't go to Canada. Fuck Canada.
That video on Roots that Clown first made was pretty interesting.
It was, wasn't it?
Some real American history right there.
It was. It's all true, too.
Yeah, he walked with Martin Luther King.
Yeah, he did. And Laura was there, too.
Oh, yeah, the Pickle Twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought Laura liked somebody else, or am I missing it?
Laura likes everybody.
Oh, okay.
Even you, yeah.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Yeah.
Who, me?
You too. Yep. She loves everybody.
Is she close to California? Grandma means
She's in Canada. She's Canadian.
Grandma, that might be too invasive.
Yeah. She's for sale, Gremlin. Just let me know.
No, we can't do it for sale. It can't be like that.
Oh, they can't be for sale? Oh, yeah. They're for rent.
We could pay her on the side, but he can't know that. It's gotta.
Okay. Got it.
We don't like scar him for life.
Oh yeah, I forget you're youngin'. Laura is in love with Clown. Laura is in love with Clown, who also happens to be the same person that you're in love with, Roots. So you and her both love Clown.
Clown's like kind of ugly.
Well, she's actually in love with Casey Mo, and so is Zippity. And Mike Hood. Casey Mo.
Well, he's the one that sings, right? Real good. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mike Hood, he raps, and he's white and sounds black.
I don't think I've seen him. He does. He
does tarot cards.
He doesn't do your song, right?
No, that's
Who is
Casey.
that sings your song?
Casey.
Your intro song? Okay.
Yeah. I know, Jay Silly. That was your fucking fault, you asshole.
All receipts are picking us. Wait, no secrets here. All receipts in picking a side. Now, picking a side. Wait, picking what side? We all hate fucking Ed. Is that what we're talking about? Is that the
Yeah,
side?
we do hate Ed. Who is Ed?
Yeah.
What is Ed?
I don't even know Ed, so
What does Ed represent?
I don't know who he is, so I don't know.
Yeah. I see. Young Sam has made a home there now. That's sad.
Yeah, I got blamed for that too, me and a couple other people.
For him making a home there.
Yeah, that we outed him on Tommy's chat or something, but I didn't out him on anything. He outed himself.
Well, I mean, it was obvious, but
Right.
it's fine. But well, I mean, it wasn't as bad when he was at Locksmith. I could see, okay, he just want to socialize and bullshit.
Right.
That is a hard no for me.
Yeah. What do you think about this whole OTF thing, LB Gremlin?
Oh, I think she's a fucking tweaker.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I know Frogger doesn't like that, but I think he's like.
Right.
I think at the end of that Tommy Boy video, when the boyfriend or whatever said, "Well, don't act like you know what you're doing. You got to get your act together, and you got a support system." I think they're talking about like they're trying to get their shit together, you know,
Right.
their drug problem, because those are addiction words like support system, but you know, that's what I gathered. And then I think they were getting high, and that's why they started tweaking out at the end and stuttering. I think they just did a little too much and started to stutter out. Because the boyfriend wasn't stuttering until the very end. And then it was like, da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, this is weird.
But I thought it was weird they were like,
Oh, Cap's here.
"Oh, Cap, we're fixing to drag you. It's fine."
On this episode of Cap is a scumbag piece of shit.
On this episode of Cap is a scumbag piece of shit.
Has she done anything? Has she, like, surfaced since the other day? That
All
was
right,
yesterday?
so I want to
That's
say
what I see.
Did
So
she
I like-
come out and say anything? No. Yeah, she's hiding.
What's up?
She's right here. Right here on her other name.
Oh, of course.
Maybe not here, but somewhere.
Mhm.
yeah, I'm OTF.
She's a fucking weirdo.
You're OTF. Get out of here.
Dude, I've seen that OTF type of shit happen though, like so many times over the years. You'll have somebody, they come in, they're like, they just jump in, you know, and they don't know what they're getting into, and and if you're a fucking liar, you're hiding shit, you're gonna get called quick. There's people will call you out. If you're like a genuine person, then
Right.
you'll be all right when it comes down to it,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, you ain't gotta fucking remember if you tell the truth. Just,
Yeah, she was double talking. She got caught up quick, you know, and it just that's happened to lots of people.
And she was really catching herself up. Like I felt like everybody was actually being pretty nice and genuine, and then you get like an attitude about shit, like somebody owes her something. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody owe you shit.
See, that's why I don't be nice to anybody anymore. I gotta see you for a long time to start being
right. You're gonna have to like.
I want to feel
like
you out for a
have
while.
some kind of test or some shit for these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I said that
Nobody
in
gets
chat,
a free
right?
pass anymore.
Nah. Cap, you fixing to get dragged. I'm telling you. Don't be lying.
Cap, LinkedIn. You're due for a panel.
So I want to bring up OTF. I was gonna write like a whole shit ton in the comments or in the live chat, but you know, there's a word limit or a character limit. And I forgot, so I'm sorry, but yeah, basically you have to. I feel like we have to screen people now if they want to be catchers. I think Kim's a perfect example of.
We should put him through hell.
I guess hazing.
Yes.
But Kim's a perfect example because I remember when he first started, he had like 2 or 3 catches on him already, and he was in Alex's chat participating, and Alex let him drop his link because he was already doing catches, and I feel like we should hold that same standard to if someone wants to catch, you know.
Well, Cam, in the beginning, he really got the boost because he had some videos that did really well when he was in Atlantic City, remember? And he got a lot
That
of...
was afterwards. That was like almost a year later.
Yeah, I know, but like he got a lot of subs in between those 2 times. And he had some videos that did really well. And then when he did the Atlantic City shit, and those catches were super easy. He had a bunch of them that happened. And then after that, he just thought they were going to like come to him. And he just stopped doing anything and expected to still be getting donations and getting paid off of YouTube. And that didn't happen. And I don't know what's fucking.
Yeah, but that was my point. I just said, like, you know, if you want to do catches, like, it's not just like, hey, I mean, I could just say I'm going to start catching tomorrow, but, like, you know, like, what are you going to bring to the table, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust nobody.
He was a good catcher though when he did it, but he stopped after he had that like easy ride for a few weeks. He like quit almost, and he wanted people to think he was still doing it. He wasn't, which was fucking weird. I thought. And then he lived with a bunch of people for free, which was really fucking shady. I think. He took advantage of like some elderly fucking community members and I don't know.
Yeah, well, I didn't bring up Kim to drag him, you know.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Kim. Okay. I'm not a fan. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. You can't be going and living with strangers and fucking their shit up and just expecting people to do for you and taking advantage of people. You know.
Yeah, but in regards to OTF,
I don't think, from what I know of Kim, I don't think he's a horrible person.
I don't think he's a horrible person, and he's a really good catcher.
I think he does damn good work on catches, for sure.
I think a lot of Cam's is, I mean, he was raised in a really rich family, and when that got cut off, he started getting help from people, and then every time that got screwed up, he like turned on them. You know, it happened like 4 times where he was getting help and then he turned on the people. It's like, you don't have to do that.
But why would people I don't know. I just feel like people don't do shit just for. There's very few people that do shit for the goodness of anything. So I feel like there's always 3 sides to every story. So.
Well, I'm sure there is. I'm sure. Yeah, there's more to it.
Can we go back to trying OTF, please?
Yeah, we are.
With Cam.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Gremlin said, "Shut up, bitches."
Come on, I would never. But with OTF, it kind of sucks because now you have to like, if someone really wants to do catches, you know, and they find this community, like they can, people are gonna look at them with what's the word? Not contempt, but like you're sus or something. I don't know.
What truck broke down on you, Sammy? Oh shit, on my phone?
But
it's Gremlin's fault.
What?
Let me see. Oh.
What happened?
That's funny. I just seen it.
There was so much like weird shit that happened last year. I mean, we had the great grandma debacle. We had Petty.
I didn't really get to hear about that one.
Oh my god. She used to be a huge donator. She gave fucking, oh no, it wasn't her. And then we had, oh my god, ICU. She's the one that gave Tommy the Hummer and shit.
ICU.
Yeah, it was like an elderly lady and she was like on her deathbed. She gave Tommy a Hummer.
What the fuck?
Deathbed?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, she was like supposed to be sick, and that's why she was giving her stuff away. And she gave Tommy the Hummer, which is fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's been like these really big donators over the years. They've kind of all dropped off, other than like Bill Evans is still around. He's a big donator. But there used to be like a lot of them, and then people would like latch onto them and take advantage of them, and they would, you know, then they'd get run off basically because people took advantage of it, you know. They got fucked up instead of just letting them do what they wanted to naturally, you know. People saw that and, you know, fucking were like moth on fucking clothing or some shit. I don't know. It's been weird. There's been a lot of shit that's happened in the last few years.
I don't even think I want to waste my high with it, honestly. Fuck that shit.
We had the fucking, what was her name? CC, he was, oh, here we go, Cap. CC was one of Tommy's like biggest fucking decoys. She turned out to be an escort and shit. That was crazy. And then just so much crazy shit has happened.
It's insane. It's wild.
Not normal. I'm sure there's gonna be a movie someday. There's gotta be a movie about all this someday.
Oh, look who it is.
The King of Dragging.
Mic check.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Yeah, we thought you were dead.
Wait, is that me or the
King.
voice?
I'm definitely still here.
Oh, that's him. Confirmed.
If
So we were going
losers,
live the other day. What happened?
oh, I definitely fell asleep the other night, and my apologies to you on that one, LB. But
Yeah.
hey,
Sorry, I picked up the slack. We had fun.
She did. Shout out to LB.
appreciate it. You know, life comes.
How you been, Cap?
I've been all right. It's busy, right? It's football season, so you know, getting to it. It's like it's a busy year. So it's, you know, son's freshman year and shit. So he's doing that, and basketball's about to start. So, and I'm filming for his freshman team and the varsity. So I've been trying to learn how to use this camera I bought.
I thought you were a coach. Are you not coaching?
No,
now?
he went to high school.
He's got like
Wolves.
real coaches now.
Yup.
That's
This
cool.
is no more daddy ball stuff. You know, I fed him to the Wolves and he's doing his thing. So I'm like filming for the freshmen and the varsity. So, you know, I've been like really heavy into like Final Cut Pro, and these fucking lenses for these cameras are just as much fucking camera body.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. And it's like, you can't just get one. You got to get all this. It's a lot of fucking shit. And having a good time doing it though.
That's cool.
The fucking vibe compared from youth football to high school, it's still youth, but it's just like so cool. My son's loving it. It's, you know, it's like magnified times like 100 because there's just so many, like, it's the whole students, right? It's like all the whole school.
It's a big deal. The whole school comes.
100%. And he's like a stud, so you know he's liking it. You know, they have the he wears the jersey and stuff, and they have the pep rallies, and he's just walking around the school with his eyes just wide, like, Dad, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I'm like, yeah, bro, you need to calm your ass down and get your head in those books, bro. So I've been on his ass constantly because he's trying to wall out. He thinks his shit don't stink or nothing like that.
Yeah, Becky, I don't know what you're talking about. She said LBJFK said Cap is going on. Put hers up. I don't know what that means.
I think Loser's already streaming.
Yeah, he's been streaming some shit all night.
But
me and Jenny had a nice run in earlier. That was interesting.
Oh, she pulled up?
No, that was at Gomez's channel.
See, I mean, it's just been crazy. I mean, I
just seen it.
You guys have been going. Y'all are something else, man. Y'all.
We're not even really dragging. We're just hanging out.
I know.
Dragging.
We learn from the best.
It's not dragging. You guys are just. Y'all, it's just a lot. I mean, even like, okay, so there's a thing that's going on out here. Like this last Saturday, a coach put hands on a kid, like punched a kid.
Huh? Oh, I seen that.
Did you? It's all news. It's like literally.
Yeah.
And it is all bad, like all bad. Like I know this guy. I
shit.
know this guy, and
why did he do that? What?
See, it's like, okay, I
think Log showed us that. I think
like youth stuff. I could pull it up too. I mean, it's just okay. Let me get it in a second here, but let me put the backdrop here. It's youth football. It's like this program's called Joff or whatever, and they play. You know, it's youth, so it's 7-year-olds to 14-year-olds, and this would happen to be on a 14-year-old team. I guess this city where this one team comes from played in another city, which, you know, I guess there's a rivalry or something, but just the whole game, there was just animosity going from both sides. One city's parents are known to be like, I'm going to put it loosely, ghetto. I'll just say that they're rowdy, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? It's sports, and just when the sports get into it, and it just gets really, really bad, and the refs weren't making the calls were really questionable on the refs. So the story is really kind of spotty right now. But I mean, what the facts that we do know is the dude was arrested. So, I mean, if he was arrested, that means he did actually put hands on the kid. So I don't know if the kid provoked it. But I mean, at any point, the kid's 14. You know,
Who cares what they do?
100%. But then there's also more. And then the thing is, what I'm confused about is this is a youth football game. There should be tons of eyes on it, which means there should be at least more than one video. Like the video that the mom is putting out, it's real vague. It doesn't really show that the action happening, you know, and all the video is all blurry and stuff. I'm just damn, it's just bad all around, and it's bad for the whole league, because these parents are trying to sue the league, they're trying to sue the guy, they're trying to sue the school it happened at, they're trying to sue the commissioners of the league. They're trying to sue.
It's gonna ruin it for regular volunteers.
Yeah,
They're trying to sue the program that it happened at, and it's that's and they're trying to there's this casino that sponsors this team as well, and they're trying to go after the sponsor too. You guys are condoning this, but it's, I mean, if one guy's bad actions cannot, account for. I want to say at least 1,000 plus kids that play for this organization, and they want to shut the whole organization down, and it's
hell no, that's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. I totally understand where the parents are outraged, and I would probably have been locked up if someone put hands on my kid. You know what I mean? It's a whole. I totally get where they're coming from, but wanting to shut the whole program down, and what about the other kids that weren't there, didn't have anything to do with it? Why would they want to?
Right, why make them be punished for it?
Exactly. And it's just from one bad seed. So let me look some shit.
So is it hitting national news now?
Oh yeah, let me just Google it.
I haven't seen this. I don't really watch TV. I get most of my news from YouTube.
And it's crazy too, because it's one of my son's coaches at practice today told the kids to, one of our coaches, because he coaches for that other program too, you know. It's just crazy. This community is real small, and this shit blew up wild. It's went viral. Oh, it happened Saturday, and
is there a video of it? What happened?
Oh, yeah. Let me see what there's. It's just weird. Hold on a second.
Shit, at our football rallies and shit when I was a kid, there used to be shootings. Shooting bad as hell.
Oh, okay. So there's that, and then yeah, and that's the thing. This youth football stuff is ridiculous. You guys you guys might not know, but Aqib Talib, he's a professional football player. He played for the Chiefs, right? His brother last year, maybe little less than a year ago, he was on a youth football field and got into it with a parent or maybe even a coach, and fucking shot him in front of 8-9 kids and killed the guy. And it's all been in the news. He went to jail and everything, but fucking, this is a youth football game, and this guy got that angry that he felt he had to pull a gun out and kill a coach just because of words he was. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's just wild.
I found that. Okay, let me get here real quick and share all this shit. Okay.
Wake up, Wolf.
Hi, Wolf.
What's up?
What up, Wolf? All right, let me present.
It's late for you. You're on the East Coast with us. You're not usually up this late, are you? Wolf? A morning guy.
I'm an East Coast guy, yeah.
Yeah, you're usually up earlier than me. Sometimes I wake up and you're already streaming.
I go to bed at 4 and wake up at 7 or 6:30 actually.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's it?
I'm trying to share Bobby Joe.
That's all I get for sleep if I have a 1-year-old running around.
Did you see that?
It's been a minute. I'm sorry, you guys.
Oh, okay. I was wait, Bobby Joe's here? Where's she at?
Fucking. Sorry. Okay.
In the height of the zone at Morongo.
Can you guys hear?
We can hear
it.
I'm going to jump into the excitement.
This is a commercial, obviously.
I know that.
No, this is what he's talking about, guys. It's not a commercial.
Morongo,
fun,
I
excitement.
was just testing to make sure they were paying attention.
Shout out to all the casinos out here in California.
Yeah.
There's money.
Salty
Okay.
have a dim Harlem. We don't have a bright Harlem anymore.
Now at 5, chaos on the field as a youth football game in Marietta turns violent. An adult coach is arrested, accused of punching a teen player. Good evening. You are watching KCAL
Was
News
the
at
kid
5
hurt?
on CBS Los Angeles.
You went to, okay,
I'm Pam
okay.
Harvey.
I'm Rudabeh
Hold
Shabazi.
on.
Thanks for joining us.
I left out a big ass caveat here. Yeah. So so the story is the adult. The game was over. They were, I guess, in line shaking hands. You see that commotion on the field, right? So I guess they were shaking hands at the end. The two players walked up to coach. I don't know if there was words exchanged, whatever, but coach punched the kid. Kid fell down, and then kid had a seizure.
Oh my God.
Damn, yeah.
Kid was in the hospital and still in the hospital.
Oh my
So
fucking God.
I'm sorry, I left that out.
They are gonna fucking, yeah, they should be suing. That's
So
fucking
I totally get it. I totally get it. But
Damn.
they're raging right now, and they have every fucking right to. But here we go.
Officials are still trying to get to the bottom of what happened on that football field over the
And that's the thing. No one knows what the fuck happened. And I'm like, bro, there's got to be someone that's got the camera from start to finish. I was honestly like, well, y'all fucked up. You should have had me there because I would have had
Why
all
did
that
he
shit in
punch the
4K.
Why was it? Does anybody know why he punched this particular kid?
That's the thing. There's conflicting stories. I mean, no, again, regardless, no matter what was said, you're the adult and you shouldn't.
It was like over words, though. It's like something got said, he didn't like it.
And that's the thing. He has a kid that plays on the team. Football, it's wild. Like there'll be shit like people talking. Parents will be talking shit, hit him, hurt him. It's a lot of stuff. So it's football, youth football. It's wild. Then you get adults that they think that they're their kid, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you would hit my boy? Meet me in the fucking park." It's wild. I'll see you in the parking lot and all this kind of stuff. It's fucking bad. But here we go.
Weekend. The injured teen's mother says her son suffered a seizure, and she spoke to KCAL News reporter Amanda Starantino.
Harlem, wake up! Harlem, wake up! Harlem, wake up!
It was chaotic.
That is how Vianina Calwillie, a mom of a 14-year-old Paris Panthers football player, remembers the moment. She says her son Harlem was punched in the face by an adult coach.
To see.
Okay.
Oh, no, I see. Okay.
Okay, now.
Go back. Can you go back like
I can. Hold on.
Does it actually show where you look at?
Which one is him?
This is him. This is his face. Okay, so obviously that's him, but I'm trying to. So he had.
Is he the one running up?
Yes. Okay. So white jersey at the Black Sox, right in the middle of the field, right here, right?
Punched in the face by an adult coach.
To see players and a coach come and he just punches my.
Whoa! Hold on a second. I'm wrong. Hold on.
He had a black shirt on, didn't he?
No. It was the guy that they're already in the tussle already. They're in the tussle.
Yeah.
Is he the one on the ground?
There's two guys. There's a guy in a black shirt. That's the adult.
Right.
And the player is the one in the white jersey.
And then the dude over there in the green shirt walks up on him and hits him right
another
in the
player, right? Okay, so let's
by an adult coach.
To see players and a coach come and he just punches my
this video, it's too short. Yeah, there's a guy walking away, and I don't know if this happened after, and there's a player trying to go after the coach. It's hard to dictate what is going on. That's what I'm saying. This video is it's bad. It's like
there's nothing telling you who's who doing what.
Exactly, and what happened, what provoked it. But obviously, if they have that clip, there's more. Where's the rest of the fucking
the cops will piece it apart.
I'm sure the school actually recorded the game and everything like that. They might actually have it.
That is at a high school, and this isn't high school football. This is a youth football program that rents the field from the high school. So they pay them to leave the high school. And so,
they got this video, so they probably got what happened prior to this.
This is more than likely a parent in the stands. Because when this stuff happens, it always, that people always pop out their phones. But look at all these people on the field here.
Do you see that guy running, though? The one right there by where your mouse is? No, go back over there to the left a little bit. Where he's got his legs crossed down a little bit. Right there, that guy. He runs up on that guy right there. So who is who out of those two?
To the face.
You see, he grabs him from behind.
That's okay,
and then somebody walks up.
That's
Like he may have already gotten hit and somebody was running out there to pull him apart.
Right. But I could tell you at the white jerseys are the team. That's the kid that got hit.
Okay, so the white guy. Okay, so that coach. That's the coach that ran up on that boy.
Paris Panthers
I think there's a
football
coach
player
gonna hold him
remembers
back
the
on
moment.
that team.
She says her
Yeah.
son Harlem was
Because I think at this point it already
Super
happened.
slow mo that bitch.
Can I?
Just like click
Settings quality.
hit play and stop real quick.
Punch
To
to the
get each
face.
frame.
See,
Bond.
he's like,
It almost looks like he ran up to hit him.
yeah, from behind at that.
Players
Yeah.
and a
Because
Yeah.
they're on the ground tussling and fighting.
Yeah, and that looks like the coach probably.
All right, let's watch the rest of this and then we'll rewind it. I just want to, because I'm telling you, this is so weird how all this
Right.
shit. There's other video too I can go into, like, because I follow this shit on social medias, but it's just weird. It's I don't understand how there's not a fucking clear video of this shit, and it's so
Well,
grainy
there's
too.
a ton of witnesses, and I'm sure there's more videos than that. And those are the cops will figure that shit out.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that the cops, like the dude did get arrested, so the fact that the cops felt that they should arrest the guy, like what did they see? You know what I mean?
Right.
like right in front of me.
Players, coaches, and parents are in this video from after the game. That's when Vianina says her son was hit.
And he punches my son.
Okay, but now I'm sorry. Let me go back a little bit. Now, if you guys already looked to where my mouse is at right here, is that someone already laying on the ground or no?
Son was hit.
Nah.
Are you sure?
They go to the ground right there.
It's just layered heads.
Zoom in.
Son was hit.
And he punches my son. My son took steps back and
No.
he sits down.
That's what I was thinking, Dan.
He falls out. As he's coming to, starts having a seizure.
The opposing team's coach of the Murrieta Broncos, Aguilardo Funes, was arrested on suspicion of child.
So then, and the dad pulls up. So watch, the kid's already lay on the ground, right? And the cops pull up. The dad's like, "No, it's my fucking son," and the cops push it like fucking cops.
Wait, like Donovan said though, unless that guy that ran up behind him sucker punched him from behind. Can you zoom in on that part right there?
Because it doesn't look like anybody hit him prior to that guy.
I can't zoom in it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
This is like a news thing. I really can't do.
But it looks, you know, when they do the lines and they clap hands, that's pretty obvious. It looks like that was already over. Because they're all spread out. All
Yeah,
over.
zoom in it all. Where you guys look, got a little more. Is that working?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too high to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to hear what they have to say.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Abuse and battery. He posted bail Sunday and was released from the Murrieta jail.
He's not as bright self. We have a dim Harlem. We don't have a bright Harlem anymore.
The family has gotten an attorney, and the commissioner of the Junior All-American Conference says actions like those at Saturday's game are not tolerated.
Harlem has so much compassion and sympathy for the coach that hit him. He said, "Mom, I feel bad for him."
As the family moves forward, this mom's message of justice for Harlem is loud and clear.
He's an athletic trainer.
See, and that's the thing too. What trips me out, bro? He's got so much going on. This dude's like a 22-year Navy vet. He's got a training facility. Yeah, he went. His boy is pretty decent at ball. I mean, it's just a bad situation altogether. Like,
It does look like he got sucker punched from behind, from what I see in the video, from what I can tell.
okay, so then okay. Well, we'll rewind it. I just want to finish this, but we can check out some other views. But yeah, this has been going on since like Saturday, and it's been blowing up. It's on the news, right, guys? Like this is really the news for it's and. I believe it played on the 10 o'clock news last night, so it's fucking out there. Shit went viral.
You work with kids. It's not right. It's not right for an adult to hit a child. No adult should hit a child.
I really want the person and that team to suffer the legal consequences that need to be suffered. It's just not fair to Harlem.
Now, we have made multiple efforts to try to speak to the coach arrested or any representatives of the Murrieta Broncos.
I got his number if you guys need it.
However, no one would say anything on the record or on camera. Now, both midget teams have been forced to forfeit their season, though, after Saturday's incident.
Ooh, see, I didn't even get that little caveat. Now you guys, that is horrible. Okay.
What did you say at the end there?
They had to forfeit the whole midget team had to forfeit their season. So that means that these kids, like, it was the same thing for like last year for my son. So this is their last year before they go into high school, which some of these kids might not fucking like play ball again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because high school is a whole different situation.
That was a chance to show their stuff.
Yeah, and on top of fucking that, it's $500 to register your kid for football.
Yeah,
that's not cheap. And now they're telling their fucking season's over. Oh, bullshit! Fuck no. I pay.
See, sometimes I see when they do that because a kid did something, because then it's supposed to be sportsmanship, the whole team. But the adults, the kid should not suffer for what an adult did.
This is.
I don't even think when the kid does it, they should just kick the kid. The rest of the people should have to suffer.
And the thing is, the guy got arrested. They banned him from the league. They banned him from the team. The bad stuff is out. There was no kids that fought in that game. So like, why are they punishing the kids that paid, the parents that showed up? Like, there's a lot that go, like, before the football season starts, there's so much that goes into it. Like, you literally become a family for football. Like, when the season starts, you have Hell Week and stuff. You like sweat. You go through all. You like start hitting all that shit. Like, everybody becomes a little family. And this is week 3. So in the season, like, there's 9 games and there's it like was just getting gelled in. Like, they went to weigh-ins. There's so much stuff that goes into preparing the season, and for all that stuff just to get shut down and thrown away off of one guy's bad actions, it's horrible.
Do you know, was this guy like a coach prior to this? Or he was a coach, right?
Yeah, he again, he's got a resume that in this town. That's pretty. He's got a trainer. He's got a training facility here.
He's been coaching longer than just this year.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And his son's pretty good too. His son's pretty good too. He's like he's a trainer here that a lot of people that would. I'm pretty sure until Saturday would have been like, oh yeah, his word is probably as good as, I'd trust him for sure. Donovan, I don't want to put that out there. Dude, I'm sure if you look it up, Donovan, you could find it. It's out there. I don't want to be the one to give that information out, but it's definitely out there. Like, if you Googled them or the mom's name's on here.
Do some Google research to figure it out.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. But the mom that was interviewed her Instagram's easy to find, and she's got dude's picture posted. She's got the whole 10. I'm telling you, this shit went viral, bro. It's all bad.
So do you feel bad for the coach, the one that like punched the kid?
I don't. To be honest, I don't know what to feel. To be honest with you, I know, kids can be little assholes. I'm not saying what he did was right, not at all. Like, I don't condone that at all. But I don't know the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, knowing the guy, I really don't think that he went up to him and just started like wailing on this kid. You know what I mean? I don't know the story. I don't know if he was protecting it. I don't know. I don't even want to fucking go down any of the roads.
From what I see, it looks like he sucker punched a kid from behind.
Right, but I don't know. I don't think he would just go in. I don't know what happened before.
Has he put out a statement, the guy that did it?
No. Nope.
That's bad luck.
Like, saying whatever, something that isn't this.
Hold on, let's finish this real quick, and then
that coach would have had to fight me that day.
Oh my goodness. And if you go on like the social media stuff, it's like this threat a bit, and it's like hundreds.
I get it sucks. He has like a long-standing good reputation, but he might be a fucking psycho behind closed doors, and this was the kind of out in the open. And obviously, who the fuck punches a kid? Punches,
right?
And then, like I said, the seizure thing is just that fucking just killed. That just made it look
10 times worse. Listen,
1,000 times worse.
We had a friend when I was growing up.
Okay, you get mad at kids, whatever, but like to
Yeah, you
fucking
can't do that.
punch a child is really violent.
It's not your home. And the thing is, like, this area where the people came from, they're known to, like, you know, they don't put up with bullshit. You know what I mean? They're the type to,
like a rough area.
100%. And it was just one of those things where it was a bad. They were just. It was bad. It was bad from the jump. I'm pretty sure. You know, these teams, they play each other all, you know, every year. This is something that, you know, goes on every year, and there's always those bragging matches. There's, you know, these coaches know each other, and, you know, they know each other from, they have history, you know what I mean? So it's like, this year I whooped so-and-so's ass, and this year I'm gonna get back at you. And then, you know, then they start getting accusations out there like, oh, so-and-so is trying to hurt this kid. You know, it's really bad out there. And you would think that...
Yeah, that sucks, though. They shouldn't be doing that.
I'm telling you, this youth football shit is so...
and what is that teaching the fucking kids?
Toxic. I mean, you got adults betting on, like, when you get to this, like, D1, like, youth football stuff, where they have teams out here in California, and I kid you not, you guys would think it's fucking lies, but they have, like, 10 and 12. There's this organization out here. They're called the OG Ducks, right? They're a youth. They're like a I'm putting hand quotations up. They're a non-organization program, right? Like, all fucking non-profit, like all football, right? But they make a ton of money, and these are like 8, 9, 10, 11, all up to 14, right? And this one team, like, it's like exclusive. If you make the team, you're pretty much a stud. But they don't play football against other teams in California. When they play their games in New York. They'll go to Florida and play a game, and next week they'll go to Texas. The next week they'll go to Atlanta. The next weekend they'll go to Georgia. Like, and these are 10-year-olds, and like my kid played for them 1 year, and I'm like, how do you guys afford to do this? Like, these are 10-year-olds, right? And they're traveling every fucking week to play football in another city or another state. It's crazy.
Sam Rosen.
But that's how much money is tied up into this shit. I don't understand how these parents pay for it. I couldn't do it. I mean, can you just imagine a plane ticket to New York for 1 weekend, and you got to pay for your hotel? I mean, I think the players paid for, but like if the parents want to go, you got to pay for your hotel, the room, the food, all that shit. And if you have a family, you got to pay for them too. It's fucking crazy. And this is youth football, guys. 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds.
I have a hard time having any. I don't know the person, but if
And
what
they
the thing
gamble,
he did is what he
gamble.
did, then I have a hard time having any sympathy.
100%.
History.
100%. 100%. Like I said,
that sucks,
I just
but-
don't know the story.
10 times more up than a standard vacuum cleaner does. But it's
still a vacuum cleaner. Fuck. Do you have a picture of the thing? The modular? What is it?
Oh, look who's on that thing. Predward.
I'll have to show it on my phone because I'm not on my.
So it's not a vacuum cleaner, but it can transform into a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, it also
It's a transformer?
Yeah,
It's
so
a
it also
transformer, dog.
transform into
More than meets the eye.
backpack too.
Into what?
Yeah, so it's got separate attachments, electrical attachments to be a vacuum cleaner, and then it's got water attachments to suck up like flooded areas in your house.
And are the attachments included in the $4,000 price?
Yeah, everything's included. But the main thing that it does is it completely purifies the air in your house, like 100%. If you look it up online on their website, it's literally medical grade equipment. You'll find them in doctors' offices, all over the place, really, in 60 countries. The way it's sold is mostly because you have to like present it in a way because it's medical grade equipment, so it's very important. If it's just sitting in a store somewhere, someone's not going to know, like, oh wait, is this a humidifier? Or like, they're not going to know what it is. So that's
What's it look like? I gotta see this thing. What's this thing look like?
Yeah, I'll show you here. Hold on.
Show quick. This is.
Actually, you know what? I'll take the computer out to the machine. How about that?
Yeah,
all right. How about that? Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I'm selling them. I just got approved today, so I signed one out. No, but this will end up being sold. So here's the
That's
thing.
what I said. So you go sell a used machine. You go practice on it by using it, and then you go sell it.
Right. So if I buy one, it might have been used before.
No. Okay, so listen.
Do you guys see it? This is 11 months ago. And Cam was on this shit.
The machine that I'm going to be selling is going to be opened up for the first time in somebody's house. So when I bring it to their house, I open it out of the box. The reason they do it like that is so they know they're getting a legit machine. So everything they see in person, they're not being handed like a secondary machine that's not as good or powerful.
I get that, but did you not just say that you're practicing with one that you're later on going to sell?
Oh, no. So, like, this one could be like a replacement machine or whatever in the future.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Got you.
But it could be sold for a lot less, you know.
Okay, that's what I was
All right,
just getting there, Cam. So how much can I get that one that you have? How much can I get that one for?
This one? I don't know. I'd have to ask you.
Oh yeah,
the brand new one that was for $3,500 after like everything's taken off.
Look a new one. I want that one that's in your. I want that one, brother. I want
that one's more expensive because it was.
I want the one that fell off the truck. That's the one that fell off the truck. I ain't trying to pay
No, it didn't fall off the truck. It's still brand new.
Bullshit! I'm looking at it right now out of the box. That you touched it. I'm brand new. You've been smoking crazy.
He was so serious about it.
That's a what do they call it? Display model right there. Display model.
I have no idea, dude. I'm not selling this one, so.
Is that one kratom infused?
No, it's not. I was just joking. I mean, technically, you could put anything that's liquid in here that's not soap. It's going to vaporize it and shoot it out the back of it. But let me go grab the remote real quick, because that's how you turn it on and off.
So wait a second, Cam. When does the kratom come in hand here?
What happens when you lose the remote and you can't use it?
This is good. This is good, Cap.
Yeah. What happens if you lose the remote? Look at how tiny that remote is, and you can't use it.
You can still turn it off and on with this without the remote, but I already had it on, so you would use the remote.
What happens? Yeah. What happens if you lose the remote? Look at how tiny that remote is, and you can't use it.
You can still turn it off and on with this without the remote, but I already had it on, so you would use the remote once it's already on. So
okay,
got you. Yo,
that is like yeah, that's pretty cool.
What the heck, we watching the Dustbuster?
So that's what it's doing. It's sucking.
Yo, but that bitch
air.
is loud. But was it always that loud?
Off that just went out into the air, and it also goes into the motor and it blows it back out. Anything with a filter, like a hard filter, is not 100% going to be filtered. The bacteria particles are still going to be shot back.
What, LB?
What if you take your cheap filter outside and empty it, and then the stuff that comes off isn't in your house?
You think you can reuse a filter in a $4,000 vacuum? Hell no. You gotta replace that shit. You can't reuse. Are you kidding me?
It's back out into the air.
It says 99.9.
It's like Cam went to a training session and got brainwashed, basically. Because he's like spewing out info. He must have went through like this whole thing during his ride along with
He's been going for like 40 minutes. We've been going this whole time. And he's still pitching this.
Ryan.
How can it be 100%? It's virtually impossible.
Ryan, you're paying an extra $2,700 for 1.1%.
Listen,
second I missed
it. The reason 100% going to be filtered, the bacteria particles are still going to be shot back out into the air.
It says 99.9.
Yeah, well, how is 100%, Ryan?
How can it be 100%? It's virtually impossible.
Ryan,
you're paying an extra $2,700 for 1.1%.
Listen, the reason it's 100% is because you know when you're driving down a dirt road, right? All the dust is flying up in the air.
Right.
If you drive down that same dirt road after it just rained, all of that dust sticks to the ground. So when the dust, instead of it being like a filter, the water acts as a filter. So the water traps any kind of dust and everything inside the water. It's like a rainstorm in there.
Right, like when you're driving down the road. Yeah.
So when you take that contraption off and you pour it down the drain, all of that dust and everything's stuck and glued to the water. It goes straight down the drain. It doesn't float back up in your house when you take it apart. So that's the difference. That's why that's $269, and this is way more because for one, the equipment that it's built by hand from Germany, the same place where Audi, Porsche, BMW comes from. It's all luxurious products. Everything's well built and lasts forever. I guarantee you that machine, you'd be replacing it in 2 years. And it's not even going to work to what it's supposed to be doing.
So if it's a water filter, it's bad?
Kremlin says, don't forget to close the start.
No, water filter's good.
Okay. Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
But again, you got to look at like everything else. So that's why we go house to house and explain it. And there's a whole entire binder, like, where is it? I showed it on my stream, but this
the binder
has so many facts in it, and the certificates and everything that goes into detail on every single little thing it does. But I'm gonna be making a demo video. Like I gotta practice anyways, so I'm gonna do a demo video and post it. Exactly how it would be sold in the house. Where I can't wait for that video.
The demo video,
This is a bad guy. He's like, I'm gonna make a demo video. Please do. We can't wait for it. Can't wait for that one to come out.
Yo, that demo video was fucking funny, yo.
That guy is so funny.
So
crazy.
But yeah, it didn't cost me anything to do this. Like I just had to study and pass tests and then do like a demo.
A test. Oh my god.
Bro, yeah, I know you guys heard that. You have to pass test to sell fucking vacuums that cure COVID, I guess. So it's just got the COVID cure.
Yeah, dick sucking.
Yo, he thinks he put in a lot of work to be able to sell these vacuums. That's what I mean. Like he has no real work ethic. He just doesn't understand what.
You've never seen this, LP? You've never seen it?
I don't know if I saw. I probably did see this, but I know I've seen him pictured a few times, so I probably saw this.
This is a Cap Classic right here.
the demo test were basically a run through of what I would do at a house. So yeah, I mean, like aside from that, and I still have more studying to do, even though I got approved. But it's more tips on like how to sell it or how to explain it.
Well, who's gonna buy Ryan or who's gonna buy Cam?
I think you should live stream when you're going to people's houses and doing the demos.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Bro, that'd be content.
I mean, if they gave me permission to, but that would have to be after I sold quite a few. So
the fact that you would do it, dude.
Yo, it's so crazy.
If you're cool with this, then I'd be like, hey, do you want to be on YouTube?
He never even sold one. He was so dedicated.
100%.
He never sold one.
But he passed tests. What the fuck? And he was, yeah.
Because he couldn't put the work in. He couldn't even put the work into this after he took his little test.
I mean, it's just funny. And then he was like, so sure that he had all this stuff lined up.
Tommy Boy just got here.
Is it what TV's
on? By the way, I catch
Predward. If I sell it to the YouTubers, they'll understand.
Tommy Boy, this is a Cap Classic right here, bro. We brought out the Gila, baby. We brought out the Gila.
Did you run this by your new girlfriend by chance?
I don't have a new girlfriend. No.
I'm a dispatcher.
I'm not going to disclose that.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Okay.
You guys are the ones that told me not to talk about it, so.
No, well, good. No, we told you not to bring her into this fucking community. We told her to fucking
exactly.
Say anything about you to punch her in the throat and fucking run away, okay?
Nothing's happening.
Well, I was going to say, maybe she would throw some advice at you and be like, hey, that's not a good idea, but...
Hey, by the way, so here's the thing. You know, like in Star Wars, how they have R2-D2 and stuff like that?
Oh my god, here we go.
Right.
This unit, Hyla, its nickname is C1 by 1.
COVID.
Bro, I'm sold.
You should have led with that.
That's literally on the paper to read to customers when I go to their house. Like the top #1 guy that sold the most units came up with that line, and he sold so many from that line.
Jacob, you're so stupid.
Like people would actually be like, "I already want one, but keep explaining how it works."
Oh my god. He's fucking delusional, yo. Oh,
Hey, bro, get your money up, bro. I ain't mad at you.
Well, I mean, like, it's good money, but it's a lot of work.
Kev said, picture me rolling 8 months, new car, new house, bitch. Check me out, bitch.
I mean, at this point, I just want to pay my car off, but the thing is, like, it's a lot of work. It's not just like I'm not going to sell a bunch of these, especially at first, until, you know, I know what I'm doing. But, you know, if I sell one a week, that's good. That's really what my goal is right now, is to sell one a week.
So is it
I might have to go to like 8 houses to sell them until I get better at selling, but one a week would cover 1 week would cover all my bills basically.
Yeah, Ryan, it's Hyla, HYLA-US.com.
Oh, okay. HY cat eyes, come on.
HYLA-US.com.
Got it.
She's part of the department.
So basically, I guess if I want to get a police department shut down that's shady out, I just go there and hang out with the cops, and then they'll close it down.
Dude, that's not funny, dude. And Q, my thing is, Q lost his job.
That's not what happened. That's why.
I'd be pissed if I lost my job because of you. I'd be fucking.
Yeah, if it was genuinely my fault, Cap, do you think Q would be giving me a job right now?
Well, technically, he didn't give you a job. He's telling you to fucking go sell some vacuum. So, I don't know, bro.
Oh, he's not telling me to do anything. He told me I could walk away anytime I want. If it's not for me after I take the classes and all that stuff. The more I learned, the more excited I got about it. Because here's the thing,
You guys, did he just not say like 5 minutes ago that he already took the classes and stuff? And he just said right now, as long as he takes the classes, he can still work.
I have no idea what's going on with him.
Legitimately do have really bad allergies and respiratory issues, primarily when I wake up in the morning. I didn't know that dust mites cause that.
I wonder if he kept the model. The take-home model.
Dust mites.
He probably did.
Oh, 100%. You know,
he probably got some of that for keeping
100%. 100%. I guarantee it's probably missing parts or some shit right now. It probably didn't cure
He
enough.
just seems like the type that would do that.
He needs some filters, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whatever floats in the air from that, the machine picks it up, just running it normal. So I'm excited to test it out tonight. I'm not doing it in the room with me right now because I'm talking to you guys, but I plan on putting the machine in here, putting it on low mode and going to sleep with it and testing how I wake up in the morning.
Where the fuck was this thing when he was getting the tar all over Gina's room with his fucking vapor? You should have had that shit running 24/7 at Gina's with all that vape smoke.
I mean, 11 months ago, where was he at 11 months ago? I mean...
I think this is Jane's house, if I had to guess. This is right before Gina.
This is, 11 months ago.
Yeah, because he went to Jane's and then he went to Gina's. And that was like right after his dad cut him off, I think.
Is that Caps panel?
Wednesday, man. So a week now from today, you know.
If I sell one. Well, here's the thing though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm doing. Putting up. You take the machine and you vacuum your mattress with it to get rid of all the dust mites. And whatever floats in the air from that, the machine picks it up, just running it normal. So I'm excited to test it out tonight. I'm not doing it in the room with me right now because I'm talking to you guys, but I plan on putting the machine in here, putting it on low mode and going to sleep with it and testing how I wake up in the morning because I haven't gotten to do that yet.
He's going to feel like a million bucks.
I know today is Wednesday, man. So a week now from today, You know.
If I sell one. Well, here's the thing though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm doing a road trip in the Smoky Mountains. Kind of, just kind of refresh, but
wait a second.
You gotta refresh from refreshing.
So, yeah, look at this.
You gotta refresh from your big break of not working.
Yeah, you guys, I was just kidding, and I already caught on to it. That's the next thing I'm going to say right now. I'm like, wait a second, you just got a job, and you're saying you're taking a break before you start your job? Like, that's the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth right now.
He's been on break ever since I seen him on YouTube. He's never had a real job. Never.
I hope none of you heard that one too. Here we go.
Never.
Start a job and you ain't starting the job today, bro. What kind of shit?
you already knew that before I took the classes. I already had it planned. Remember, a week ago I announced I'm taking kind of, just kind of refresh, but
wait a second. So you started a job and you ain't starting the job today, bro. What kind of shit?
You already knew that before I took the classes. I already had it planned. Remember, a week ago I announced I'm taking Friday through Tuesday to kind of refresh myself. But mainly I want to go see the fall.
Refresh from what,
all that
though?
shit in the Smoky Mountains.
You don't do anything.
Yeah, so when I come back, I already have appointments scheduled. Also, Jane Smith's interested in seeing it. I'm gonna.
Jane, that's who he was living with.
Yeah, I think that's where he's at, in her house. It's a pretty nice house. I know she has a nice house.
He said
That wasn't Gina's house that he's in.
Right. So yeah, this was before Gina.
Go to her house and show it to her because she only lives a couple hours from here.
Are you taking that contraption with you?
Somebody else's house. Who the fuck knows?
No.
Right.
No, I'm leaving everything at the house. But no, when I come back though, I'm good to go. So after I sell my first unit, he's going to give me 3 or 4 of them. And then, once I sell all 4, then I'll get a whole new
I remember him saying this, that they were going to give him a bunch, and that never happened. Saying that, when I sell one, they're going to give me more. And I don't think he ever sold one.
He said he sold one, but then you just think about this, guys. So he has one, and it's open, already used. He's been using it. He's going to sell it to get more. Like, what kind of job would do that to you? Like, give you used product and say sell this used product in order to get new product. And by the way,
to show people, and then he's going to bring them a new one if they agree to buy it. He said he had a deal to sell one time, but I don't think that ever went through because he never came back and said he actually sold it.
It's $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah, he had an appointment and he said they were gonna buy one, and I don't think that ever happened. Because he would have been bragging about that if it did.
By the way, if you pay cash, you get a $500 discount, or whatever, a deal.
I sell the first one, everything goes well, then I'll get an inventory of 3 or 4 of those bad boys.
You said 1 out of 3 sales, right?
Worth of shit. What?
You say 1 out of 3 sales, right? So that's 2 boxes that you open for customers that aren't going to buy them. What happens to those ones? So you said they get sold for like discounted ones, or what?
So I have to talk to him about that. That was the only thing I was going to ask him. Typically, they
because otherwise you said people like to see the box cracked open in front of them, right? So if you crack the box open for 2 people and they don't buy them, right?
So basically, if machines are still considered new as long as they're just being used in the demo. So, like, for example, this machine's different because I'm taking it home and I'm practicing on it a bunch of times. But the machine gets professionally rewrapped and everything gets put back because it wasn't left in somebody's house. It wasn't being used. If he's just pulling it out and putting water in it and showing them how it's used one time, it's professionally completely cleaned and then rewrapped and then, put back out as brand new.
It's like it was originally product tested.
Exactly.
Product tested, right.
Because he's licensed and he's using it as a demo. But the reason they want to sell the machine that you're showing them in person is because I guess back in the 90s, there was a company, a vacuum company or something that would come in. Maybe it was Kirby. They'd show the item, and then they wouldn't give them that demo. They would actually have a weaker item with a weaker motor that they come in and sell, and it wouldn't work. And then they ended up getting caught. It was a scam. So what he does is he shows them the real deal, and then they can just keep that. If they say, no, I want one that is completely brand new or whatever, then he goes to vehicle and gets a brand new one, turns it in. But most of the people want the one that they're being showed because they know it's going to work.
Right, because Kirby fucked them over before, so.
Yeah, so Kirby, I don't know if it was Kirby. I don't want to say Kirby. I don't know 100%. I'm sure if I ask him, he'll know because he told me about that. But most people, when you come to their house and you show them that this thing works,
I wonder if
Brian, I'm joking. 100% into the machine and allow 0% of whatever is sucked into the machine to be
That's impossible.
out of the machine.
That's impossible.
And I clearly have does work.
And wait, did you say it was 100%?
I'm sorry?
And did you say it was 100%?
Fucking Ryan, bro.
100% sucking all dust out of the area.
But nothing can tend towards 100%. That'd be like infinity. Like that's impossible.
It's 100% for a fully functioning machine to
you're not like it would have,
into the air.
Maybe it would have to be like 99.9999999 or something percent, but it can't just be 100%.
I don't know, Ryan. I'll tell you what. You can call Hyla themselves and ask them.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like.
Actually, Ryan, you're not going to believe this, but great grandma herself bought this machine and put it in her house, and she fucking loves it. She said it was 100%.
But it's just, okay, but that's.
Wait a second, did you guys just hear that?
Yeah.
Why? Because I dragged your ass a little this morning and I finally responded to you. I finally retaliated, so now you want a truce. Are you fucking kidding me, Vic? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, poor Predward.
Now you're gonna broker a truce after I haven't said
Predward
anything
bitch in the morning.
for months.
When?
I didn't drag you nearly as much as you drug me. Now you think it's all well and good. I'll just let bygones be bygones. We don't have to mention each other. We don't have to say anything about each other. Fuck you.
And Lucas in the chat. Predward's biggest enabler. Angela G. Yep. Yeah. I'm sure the big red machine spam legit gets a wet what she thinks about Predward.
You defamed me. You cyberstalked me.
Like a
you
little fucking
cyberbullied me
slut.
for months.
Shut the fuck up, Predward. You're the one stalking decoys.
The only place
victims,
I'm going to talk to you
mothers with children.
next after this live stream, Vic.
Fucking sickos and
Drag
predators.
me however you want on your panels.
Dumb
But
fuck.
the next time I'll see you is in a Fulton County courthouse.
Just like how you trying to fucking manipulate your ex-wife Lisa. Just like you ban your fucking kids.
And doing any truce with
Come
you,
on,
Vic.
Predward. Did you know your fucking kids that had to sit in the principal's office because you couldn't afford the field trip money? Well, the rest of their peers went to the aquarium. What kind of a fucking man is that?
And by the way, she
deadbeat
rescinded
loser.
her permissions
Who rather
to play
spend money
any call
splitting
or
on his
put out
glass
any
dick
text
pipe
messages from
and
her
do panels and
months
drink
ago.
booze, right, Predward?
Months ago. Yet you distributed it to all your friends.
Yeah, you're a real
creating
fucking man there, Predward. Not
more or less a racketeering organization to try to ruin my life and try to get.
And look at that. You got two of your biggest fucking grimy piece of shits in the chat right here. Especially this one. The big red-headed machine.
And to commit suicide. Isn't that wonderful, Vic? Yeah. I'll prove that in court, too. Anyway. I don't have much else to say about Vic. Besides that.
Don't worry, it's not be too much longer. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to bed. I'm fucking tired. Fuck, I only had 2 beers. I'm already fucking burnt. Yeah, it's only 10:30 at night. Fuck, I put in fucking 50-hour week. I just put in 50 hours. I'm burnt. But you know what? He pays fucking good and weak went fast. I mean, like, unlike bitch ass Predward, at least I go to work. At least I love my job. At least I get good paychecks. And when I get paid, I pay the bills, take care of my family, and take care of my girl.
So now he thinks
and
I'm going
her
to play
family.
that? Oh, we just don't have to mention each other? Are you kidding? Really? You're friends with somebody who
Yeah, okay,
supported
spam
on
legit.
this
Look at
platform
this.
very publicly a
And big
registered sex offender.
are exploiting and using Lisa and her kids.
You support a murderer.
Just to hate
a
on
murderous
Edward.
coward.
You know,
Who,
they're
as
really
somebody was
hurt
trying to
Lisa.
escape out
No.
of his other side of his vehicle,
Once
was shot 8
again,
times.
there you go. There you
You are the
go.
company
Look
you
at that
keep,
fucking comment right there. Right there. Holy shit. You can't make that shit. Well, I can't blow it up. Anyways. But yeah, right there. You see the comment right
And
there.
unfortunately, I think that they caused you, they gaslit you, and then they left you.
Keep deflected, projected away there.
hung out to dry
Spam
now.
Have fun with Scotty on there.
And that's
Move the
unfortunate.
goalpost.
You know, we were friends.
Go, Predward Defense Sport. Go, Silly Brown Tom Valley Screw. Boy, they really need them pea donuts for, yeah, from the Muffin Man, huh?
I didn't even want to go that route. I asked him to cease and desist months ago. Life is rich.
Predward, every time you go silent, you
take me
speak for
seriously.
about 15 seconds and you're silent for a minute. What are you doing? Oh, that's right. You hit your line, you booty liar. You're sucking on your glass dick pipe, right, Predward? Right there, meth boy. Don't mind me, Angela. I'm just smoking some meth right now. Hit up into the glass dick pipe. Nick, what's up, buddy? Don't mind me. I just need one more hit before I talk right here. Oh, that's a good hit right there.
So,
look at that projection right there. Look at all that projection right there. Serious. Disgusting fucking sick fantasy right there.
Oh, and then he's acting like, well, I was going to do a truce, but then he would say something about me, so I had to play the call again. You know why? Because that's all you fucking have.
Look at Nick.
All you have is that call.
No, fuck you, Nick. Nicky Cook.
A call from a woman that was coerced.
Run around your cloud,
Right,
fucking
saying
need
that
$10,000
she'd make a lot of money if she spoke out about me.
to bury your 15-year-old niece at the house
You
fire.
know, all those
You're
people
a
that
fucking
donate to
grifter,
Edwards,
Nick.
they'll donate to you if you,
Yeah. Go cry to your
trash
mommy, Kim Arnett. Oh,
Everybody know how
yeah,
it is,
yeah. You're a fucking hypocrite. What's the matter there, Nick? You didn't get enough gigs for the bingo hall retirement band gig?
My evening's wonderful. But they say on the internet can be criminal.
I mean,
It's
you got the
defamation per
star
se.
hit piece right there.
Unfortunately, Georgia
Film on
doesn't
the
have a criminal
guitar.
defamation law anymore.
You got Angela on the flute.
That defamation per se.
Yep, you got Nick Cook
case where he's accusing
singing
me of
and
committing
playing
a crime. He's
keyboards.
accusing me of being charged and convicted of a crime that I never committed and that I never been charged for.
You got Predward playing the bass.
Simply based on investigation is defamation per
You got
se.
Big Spot playing the drum.
That's an automatic win on my lawsuit. And anyone that's called me a predator on here should heed that warning.
Then you got Scotty, Pooh Boy, playing the trumpet.
Because they're guilty of defamation per se as well.
And Stan Cole trying to get in the band. She's playing the pussy flute. Oh, shit.
I don't expect an apology from Vic. He's not going to give me one. And there's plenty of them. There's Cap. I mean, the list goes on and on. They're a good guy. Who else has blatantly said it? Jen A.
Hey, I heard a rumor
Jen
that
A.
Cat Eye's been playing Predward's Rent lately.
Mackenzie.
It's just a rumor I've been hearing in the street.
FM. Sammy Joe. Damone. Tommy.
Oh, now he's going to talk about Tommy Fellows. Come on, Predward. Tommy's more of a man you'll ever be.
Ryan.
I mean, at least he takes care of his kids. At least he take care of his girlfriend, Rochelle. What the fuck you doing, Predward?
Can't forget about Ryan. It doesn't matter if they have anything to take or not. Tommy does. It's exactly. It's about the principle of it. If 30 people were on the internet dragging you every night, then you'd want to get some resolve too.
Yeah, imagine 96, your D said, hey, you want to go hockey game?
People fucked up? Yeah, well, you repeat yourself, you know.
Oh, Peter Bondra, Adam Oates. They have Ole Kozik. What else they had? They had a couple decent players.
So Vic, no, I don't want to make a truce with you. Vic, I want to ask you not to mention me on your live streams. I'm not going to mention you on my live streams. But there's no truce. I'll see you in a Fulton County courthouse. You can bet that.
Look at all these enablers in the chat. Cucking for Predward. Go Predward Defense Force.
Anyway.
Oh, look at that comment that Ann just said right there. She said, oh, it's not about the money. It's about what they have said collectively on panels and chat room. Sure there, Big Red Machine. Okay.
Just want to respond to Vic real quick. Until next time, much love, God bless, peace.
I'll highlight that comment in a minute. She says some of them outright saying Edward has been charged with CP losses though. No, but you and a lot of people said, oh, Edward got the CP charges dismissed. No, he didn't. He pleaded out to his meth charges. That CP case still ongoing, Angela. Just like you Spurgeon the same breath. Oh, don't you Compongos are private. No, they're not. Not jailhouse phone calls, Angela. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm out of here. My job. Peace out.